a show stating what others hate. Seeking the truth and transparency here on Patriot View
at 1A Independent News.
With your host, Bear Direct.
Hey, what's going on, Patriots? Thank you for joining us for this episode of Patriot View at 1A Independent News. If you're not subscribed to Rumble, you don't already have a Rumble account, I encourage you to sign up for a free Rumble account. Lots of great content, lots of great content creators, and you might want to try your hand at content creation yourself. So we have a paid plan because we needed more storage space. You get a limited amount of storage space with a free plan. So try that out. I'm saying this for those that are on like viewing from X, Facebook, or Truth. Share on those platforms, but because you're getting the direct link directly. So when you click on the post, it goes to, the picture, you know how it goes. You know what it is. You know how it goes. It's like YouTube, man. It goes right directly to our Rumble channel, the episode of the day on our Rumble channel. Okay? First thing in the morning, man. Woo! The ability to formulate words, all words the way you want them, are not quite woke up yet. So, yeah, it's going to take you to the episode of the day on Rumble. Hit the orange and white 1 in logo, or Patriot View, one of the two is going to take you to our channel. Follow or subscribe. Subscribe. It used to be, and I don't know if it still is, used to be, it would be follow or subscribe depending on whether you were on a mobile app, using the mobile app, or the desktop or a laptop. So it really depended. It may be all the same now across the board. I don't know. But I haven't looked in a long time. So share the channel as well. We are up and running on YouTube. It's a slow go, but actually, we're starting to. Some episodes are getting some good views. With YouTube, with Rumble, we don't have to jump through the hoops to monetize the way that you do on Rumble or YouTube and all the other platforms. You have to meet so many. There's so many different points of followers or subscribers or views, this, that, and every other thing before you can monetize you. Before you qualify to monetize. Where Rumble is, all you got to do is get the views. You are set up to monetize. You just have to get the views. Okay? And that's where we're lacking, because you got to have so many freaking views in order to generate anything. And that's what we were banking on to fund what we're doing. So hit the website and email was up here. We had one person that just sent a email, need to talk to you, blah, blah, blah. It's like, but it was like a one sentence talk. We need, to have a discussion, it's cryptic. So basically, all I could do is send back and say, you need to give me more before I just delete it and junk it. You got to give me more detail of what you want to talk about. You can't hit me with a, we need to talk. I mean, that doesn't work. Okay, you want to talk. What do you want to talk about? Why don't you just say that? Because the average person's going to go, not going to respond to that. They're just going to delete it. So if you're reading, if you're seeing this and you're the one that sent it, come on, man. Don't be cryptic. Come out and say what you want. Say what you got to say. Bottom line. Do you not like what I'm saying? Too bad. Start your own channel and say what you want. So, I don't know. So, two ways you can support us. We can give you a way to get something out on our website, on the blog. We're going to give you the all the what's required for that at the end. So, two ways you can support us on the website. Well, at the bottom of the homepage is a crowdfunding box. Top of all the pages on the website, there's a little gift box. That little gift box put up there by a host provider. Anything you give to that gift box goes directly to our host provider. It does not go to us. It goes to our host provider. Credits our hosting account. So we do not have any sponsors. We have items we recommend. These are items we purchased, tried, we like. So we have them on there, and it's in the tab on our website is suggested. I believe it's suggested items. And we have a disclaimer for each item in the description that says not a sponsor. So if anything changes, we will remove with the relationship between that item and ourselves. We will remove not a sponsor, and we will put the appropriate relationship in there. So, all right, guys. Things are just, I guess I'm at a loss for words this morning on this particular subject. But I'm not surprised, but I'm a little befuddled on the fact that no, I guess I'm just trying to wrap my head around the whole thought process of what liberals think, I guess. Because you have this author, and if you see it, you're going to see where an author that did a interview with the Daily Beast, making accusations, did a podcast, making accusations against, bringing up the First Lady and Trump when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein. And basically they took it down. I think it was the Daily Beast. They took it down. And rescinded the whole thing. But he just will not, there was a lawsuit. They were threatened with a lawsuit. And he was threatened with a lawsuit to rescind his claims that were false, or defaming. Let's put it this way: they're defaming. And apologize. And there was damages. I mean, is there really actually damages? I guess these people. Listen, you got so much freaking money. Do you really need this moron's money? Just get him to recant, to rescind his comments and apologize publicly and be done with it. I need damages. It's not like you're you're going to lose any money, income for what he said. Did it actually truly damage your reputation and potentially cost you income? I don't know. It's like the E. Jean Carroll, Donald Trump thing. Donald Trump should have won hands down. E. Jean Carroll should have lost. Bottom line, you made an accusation that you can't back up. You have no. and this is why they're calling Donald Trump a rapist and a predator, because the court screwed Donald Trump. The system screwed Donald Trump. Oh, that's right. Every bit of it was out of New York City. Every bit of it was out of New York City, New York City court, with New York City jurors. Oh, damn. No wonder. But bottom line is, he countersued her, and she still won. They denied it. Listen, she made a claim in a book. He countered that claim, said he's never met her. She's a liar. She files a defamation lawsuit. Basically, they tried him for raping her in a lawsuit. She did not prove. There was no proof. How do you win? You had no proof to back up your claim. He had witnesses that were around him then to say, no, that didn't. I don't know what this woman's thinking, but that didn't happen. Now, let me tell you something. If anybody's ever seen anybody that Donald Trump has been around, any woman, what his taste is, and you look at a picture of E. Jean Carroll back then, no, she's not it. She's definitely not it. So, when he has support, that says, no, there's no way that he did because I was there or I was with him and at that time and blah, 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 blah. And she's got nothing, literally nothing to support her claim. How is it possible? So a defamation lawsuit in a biased court basically convicted Donald Trump in the liberal mind's eye of rape. Raping E. Jean Carroll is what it was. That's why some of them have even said he's a convicted rapist. Because they took it as she won her lawsuit, he lost his counter lawsuit. So she proved, obviously she won her case, so she proved that he raped her, so he's a convicted rapist according to liberals, basically. It really baffles me that this man, this author, made these claims against Trump and Melania Trump and about their relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. And she basically said, no, that's not accurate, and you need to recant. You need to say, you need to take that down. You need to apologize. No, you're wrong. You're just saying things. So basically, this man is parroting what the others in the liberal media have been trying to say as well. Well, Melania was a model. She was introduced to Jeffrey Epstein through this modeling agent, which through the same modeling agent, she met Donald Trump. Okay, a lot of these rich, high-class people run in the same circles. Doesn't mean they are close personal friends and they hang out. That'd be like putting a lot of these Democrats, all up with Jeffrey Epstein as personal friends. They may have been acquaintances. They seen each cross paths a couple times. May have even been at Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton definitely have. Right? I mean, they've got pictures with Jeffrey Epstein and Bill and Hillary. Or no, yeah, actually they do. But Harvey Weinstein. Epstein. But you get what I'm saying, right? Harvey the pedophile, Harvey the pervert. So, I mean, the Clintons have pictures with both of them, okay? Now, with this allegations that the Clintons have had, and that's what they are, allegations. Can you prove it? It's like saying anytime that anybody's had information on them that would have possibly pushed for prosecution, they end up offing themselves by some of them by shooting themselves in the back of the head, execution style, and it's ruled a suicide. They suicide themselves by shooting themselves in the back of the head, execution style. Exactly. Well, the Clintons obviously had him knocked off because it seems everybody that's got information and is about to roll ends up killing themselves in ways that are impossible. Explain it. Explain it away. The Clintons killed him, right? Can't prove it. Can't prove it. According to what they're saying, they committed suicide. That's the official report. Yeah. You do not find that coincidental at all. Not at all. So, that's just the example, okay? That's just the example. So, this man is counter-suing because on the date of when he's supposed to, what the lawyers told him was, if you drop this by this, do this by this date, blah, 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 blah. Well, he's suing Melania Trump. And he's trying to play the hero. This is what they do. They try to intimidate you and stop you from using your free speech. Dude, there's a difference between free speech and defamation and slander. You are saying untruths or spinning truths into fiction, into a fictitious story. So you're taking part of a truth, which means, yeah, she was introduced. She knew Jeffrey Epstein through her modeling agent. She met Donald Trump through her modeling agent. Because Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump both knew the same modeling agent. Oh my goodness. Whoa, big clash there. So they both knew Jeffrey Epstein somehow, some way. And they both knew the same modeling agent. So he's basically trying to say that Melania and Donald are obviously entangled in Jeffrey Epstein's dirty, twisted love, sex trafficking triangle is the best that I can gather on that one. The we'll say implications of improprieties, dirty deeds. Not right. Not right at all. So now I gotta look because I guarantee you, I can all but guarantee you that his filing is in New York City. I can almost guarantee you that filing's in New York. Why is that important? Because it's in New York City. He'll win. Even if her lawsuit is in New York City, she'll lose, he'll win. Because that's the way it is. That's the way it is. And that's the way it goes. You can lie. If you're a liberal in New York City, you can lie about a Democrat or about a Republican, about a conservative. You can just flat out, blatantly lie your head right off. Lie like the birds. And it's okay. You can just do it, and there's no repercussions in New York City. But if you're a conservative, you're a Republican, you're Donald Trump, you're a Trump, especially if you're a Trump, no, you are gonna burn. And that's the way liberalism works. I think that Daniel Penny, the only reason Daniel Penny wasn't burnt, the only reason Daniel Penny was exonerated was because he stood up for everybody on that subway car. Now people are afraid to get involved because they're afraid they're going to get Daniel Penny. You know, every time something happens, somebody does the right thing, and then something happens to them. You know, like I was saying Cuomo got Stormy Danieled. Even though I don't like Andrew Cuomo, I said Cuomo got Stormy Danieled when all those sex allegations were coming out. So people are worried they're going to get Daniel Penny. They're going to go through the same thing he had to go through. So they don't want to get involved. That woman that got slashed in the neck, died in the Carolinas because the guy just gets up and that's it. People didn't react because they're like, I didn't want to go through the same thing Daniel Penny did. It's a shame. It's a shame. Daniel Penny should have never, ever been charged. There was enough witnesses that say he was justified. They were scared for their lives. This is why good people don't stand up and do the right thing. And then you got people that say just whatever they want. But if you're a liberal, you can get away with it and you can do it. It's okay. And it's not really. But you somehow manage to get away with it. And it's sad. It's sad. It's sad but true, unfortunately. Sad but true. So I want to wait and see. Looks like Mondani has kind of dropped a little bit since the debate the other night. I'll tell you what, Cuomo and Swallow, they batted back and forth, but I'll tell you what, they basically tag teamed Mondani. And they were asking questions, and they he would not answer the questions. He was not answering the questions, man. Listen, and they took full advantage of it, going, hey, you see, you don't even want to answer the questions because you know. And they just they decimated him. Anybody that would, I'll tell you what, especially after that debate, anybody that would actually vote for Mondani after that freaking debate has got to be flipping out of their minds. Like, extremely out of their minds. But these are the people that will vote for Mondani is because of socialist ideology. So, anyways, I don't know, guys. Hit us in the comments section. Send us what you got. If you got some ideas, hit us in the email. So if the website and the email will be up in a minute, if it's not up already. But if you got some ideas for an episode, you saw something you want us to check out, and discuss, let us know. I'm just at that moment where it kind of almost borderline infuriates me that you have liberals that can just say whatever they want, decimate, and you know, base slander and defame others with no consequences. And when they threaten to sue or they sue they lose, you countersue and win. Or you make a claim, so they sue you, or they say, no, that didn't happen, and you sue for defamation, and then they countersue for defamation, and they still lose, and the liberals still win. It just baffles me to no end. But this is what happens in New York City. Maybe not through the whole state. The liberal run areas, maybe. But not through the whole state. And Letitia James, she's still defiant. Schiff. All these mortgage fraud people. These mortgage fraud liberals. Very defiant. I didn't do nothing, but there was Donald Trump or one of the Trumps. Oh man, you'd be all over them, especially James. James already proved how she is with people like that are from the other side. So, all right, guys, hit us with what you think about with comments in the what your thoughts are on what we discussed. Again, hit us in the email if you've got something you want us to look into or you think would be a good episode. If you want to help us out with trying to promote, you know how to promote. If you can't pay you, man. Got no money. We got nothing coming in. I'm paying for everything out of my pocket. I'll never recoup the amount of money that I have out. And so, if you want to help us out, and you know how to promote, hit us in the email. Send us an email, and we'll talk. Tell me what it's about. Don't give me a one-liner. We should talk. Talk about what? Tell me what you want to talk about. Where you're probably going to get it, but you need to be more specific. Give me more detail. Okay. If you got something you want to say, remember, we don't have any sponsors. We have items we recommend. Bottom of the homepage, crowdfunding. Top of all the pay on the website. Top of all the pages on the website. Hosting gift boxes. Items we recommend. They are not sponsors. And again, if you got something you want to get out there, send it to us. Must have first name or pseudonym, state and location, not a physical address to the location, so we can see we're reaching out. Others can see we're reaching out. If you run your piece through a grammar editor, okay, it'll help put it together and form it. We're not grammar police, but there's grammar moles out there. Or grammar trolls is what I call them. So it's going to help people understand exactly what you're saying if you run it through a grammar editor first. And if you're really good with grammar and you run it through a grammar editor, that's just going to help ensure that the grammar trolls don't start their BS. So we're going to keep you as anonymous as possible unless you just want to send something and you don't care if anybody knows who you are. I don't really care. Make sure if you're quoting anything, make sure it's in quotations. Okay? And if you're using a reference or a source, make sure it's in brackets. Sources are in brackets. Name of the website, minus .com, .org, no dot nothing. Title of the piece, if there is one. Now, here's where both quote and sources or references get the same treatment. For your quotes, out of the address bar at the top of your browser, copy that indexed address, paste it directly above or directly below the quote. Same thing for your references or sources for each one that you use. The page on the website that you have open that you're using as a reference or using as a source to support what you're saying. Again, copy and paste that index address, paste it in the brackets, okay, after the website name in the title. Okay, we're going to hyperlink the index addresses into the text. It'll change the text a different color. People click on it, goes directly to the page on the website that the quote's on, directly to the web page on the website that you're using to support. You're not quoting them, but you're using it to support what you're saying through a source or a reference. Okay? Cannot be crazy and outlandish, bottom line, okay? Cannot be crazy and outlandish. So, again, must have a first name or pseudonym, state and location. We're not going to take credit for your piece. So, must have first name or pseudonym, state and location, not a physical address, state and location. Again, so we can see we're reaching out, others can see we're reaching out. So, like Bob from Barstow, California, or Tex from Lawton, Oklahoma. Listen, Lawton, Oklahoma is friggin' where one of the Army bases is. Fort Sill. And let me tell you something. Lawton, Oklahoma is a freaking dust bowl. Unless something's changed, I swear to God, I saw tumbleweeds going down the freaking road. So, leads me to believe there's probably ranches out there that I didn't see. So, text from Lawton, Oklahoma. So, anyways, all right, guys. I'm gonna bust out. Send us what you got. Hit us on the website, and send us what you got in the email. And again, as always, thank you for joining us for this episode of Patriot View at 1 Independent News. We thank you for your support. And as always, till next time, have a great and safe weekend. And stay frosty, my friends.
You just heard Patriot View
At 1A Independent News.
with Bear Direct. Join us on Rumble at 1A Independent News for our daily broadcast.